Hello, welcome to Pierce Tech learning series, and we are going to learn grade 11 general science and as per the Sri Lankan government school syllabus. Now in chapter 1 we are going to learn about the living tissues, and we are going to see two different living tissues over here under the microscopic view. Now you may have observed that plant tissues are found of different forms. Animal tissues are also of different forms. It is observable that different cell types are present in living beings and similar cells are arranged together. Now, the definition says a group of cells with a common origin. Now, that has been modified to perform a specific function in the body is known as a tissue. It's boring and the equation is so long, so you need not to worry. At the end of the slide, after another 5 to 6 minutes, you will learn what it is all about. Now this is the group of cells with a common origin that has been modified to perform a specific function in the body is known as a tissue. Let's move ahead. Now if you see this picture, it's a picture of a root. Now growing part is a soft and light colored as per in the arrow mark, and the matured part is rough and dark colored. Now you can see this also. Why is this? Because the nature of the tissues. So the nature of the tissues cause that colors also. Now this is a microscopic view of a longitudinal section of a root apex, different in nature from cells. You see this? This part is a different one, and this part is totally a different kind of a nature. Now the plant tissues can be divided into two groups according to the ability of cell divisions. Number one is meristematic tissues. Number two, permanent tissues. Now meristematic tissue you can find in this section of AA, and the permanent tissue you can find in the section of PB. This is permanent tissues area and this is meristematic tissues area. Let's move ahead. Now what these meristematic tissues do, what kind of a function it do. These tissues in charge for growing of plants. Now the tissue with cells that divided actively by mitosis to produce new cells. It produces new cells. So this is the place where the new cells are getting produced. So the growth of the plant takes place due to activity of meristematic tissues. So that's true. So in this region the growth of the plant takes place due to this meristematic tissues. Now let's find out the features of this meristematic tissues. This tissue consists of small sized living cells. When we are talking about the cell spaces, no intercellular space. So intercellular space are not prominent in these kind of tissues. And for the next, let's see, there is a distinct nucleus in each cells. This is what you call nucleus. There will be nucleus distinct for each cell, and large number of mitochondria are present. There will be a lot of mitochondria there, and absence of large central vacuole, but small vacuoles may be present. These are some of the features, and let's see. Meristematic tissues are present in specific locations of the plant. There are three types. So meristematic tissues are present in specific location of the plant. There are three types. When you see a plant, the plants are growing from its nodes, you know that, and plants are growing from its tip, the top portion, and it is also increasing its girth when it is growing, right? Diameter of the tree grows also. So we are going to see that one here. Now this is a typical plant over there. Now this is an apical meristem. These are apical meristem you find in the top of the plant. That's called apical meristem. Tip of stems and roots, apical meristem, and growth, increase length at tips, it happens over there. Now the second is intercalary meristem. Intercalary meristem is all about, you see there is a node over there and it is dividing here over here. You clearly see that. This is the place you find intercalary meristem, between the tip and base of stem leaves. Now the base of the stem leaves is joined here for the main stem, and there you can find, so there the growth increase length between nodes. And the last one is lateral meristem. Here the bottom part the diameter will increase. That is the job of the third lateral meristem. Sides of the stem and growth, you can see it's parallel to the stem, and then it growth increases the diameter. That is in charge of the diameter. Now let's see, meristematic tissues are present in specific location of the plant. There are three types. Apical meristem, what it does, apical meristems are found in shoot apex, root apex and axillary buds. Plant increases its height due to the activity of this tissue. So because of this activity of this tissue, it grows from the top. And intercalary meristem, intercalary meristems are found at nodes. The length of internode increases due to the activity of about tissue. They are found in plants of grass family. And the third one is lateral meristem. Lateral meristems are present laterally in the stem and roots of plant. They are found parallel to the longitudinal axis of plant. The diameter of the plants increases due to the activity of this tissue. Cambium tissues found in dicots is a lateral meristem tissue. Let's find out from this video that how the plant is growing. You can see the plant is growing from the bottom, and this bottom part has a lateral meristem. That's the reason the girth is going on, and the intercalary meristem in the nodes, so that's the reason these are growing. And apical meristem in the top, you see it's growing because of the apical meristem. So the meristem guy has a big job to do. So a group of cells with a common origin that has been modified to perform a specific function in the body is known as a tissue. You found out this meristematic tissue is working for a specific function, that is for the growth. So that is in charge for the growth of the tree. So meristematic tissues works here for that function, and that is known as a tissue also. Let's meet in the next video.